Yes, this is Igor, and we are live. Welcome, guys. Welcome to this call. I'm really excited about this call because if you know anything about me, if you've been following me around for any length of time, you know I'm a big fan of making money without having to actively work for it. Meaning that I'm okay with putting a little bit of work up front, but then I want to be getting paid over and over again without having to push very hard. So before we proceed, go ahead and give me a one in the chat if you can hear me. Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you. So today, I actually have got two instructors for you, not one, because they're partners. They've been partners for a very long time, and they've been in the affiliate business for at least 10 years, probably more than that. And they've excelled at one particular type of affiliate marketing of that I'll share with you in a moment. They really mastered the game when it comes to making big commission, and I'm talking big commissions. I'm talking not just $100 or even 200. I'm talking, 50 grand. I think their record to date is making $117,000 in commissions from a single click, which is nuts. I mean, and then these are absolutely regular guys. One of them is from Montana. The other one is from, I believe, Alabama. And they're absolutely normal, down to earth guys. I've met with them in person several times. And, both are family men, both are very active in their community, and they've got these websites that they've put together using a special tool that you'll know about on this webinar. It just automatically spits out for them money making websites that produce $500 to $1,000 a day like clockwork. And what's really impressive is that all of this is done with free traffic. So this approach leverages Google, and it basically feeds into Google exactly what Google wants, because Google basically will do your bidding if you give it what it wants. And they figured out a way to make Google send you juicy traffic that will then turn into automated commissions. So that is why it really doesn't get any better than that. I mean, this is as close to passive income as you'll ever gonna come across online, and these guys are very, very good at it. And what's really important is that they're equally good at helping people do it, because they've got students from all over the world. They've got people in Africa, they've got people in the US and Europe, who are making big money doing the exact same thing. Okay, so what I want to do, let me go ahead and introduce them. Introduce my friends. It's Jason Kaluri and Jonathan Gamble. These guys have been making millions of dollars with affiliate marketing for years and years and years. But most importantly, they're close friends of mine. I've met their families. They've met my family. I mean, this is truly, I mean, these guys truly walk the talk. They truly care about helping people. And when they do help people, it doesn't hurt their success. So they go full out. In fact, they probably spend more time working with students these days than they do on their automated commission sites, which again, I really admire and respect, because they're really paying it forward, and they're really investing the time, energy, and effort, and lots of money into figuring out how to best help people make money online, because they see that it's necessary. The world is changing very fast, and you gotta, I mean, someone's got to step up, because it sure ain't the government. Let me tell you that. So with that said, let me go ahead and bring out Jason and Jonathan, and they'll take you deep into the world of high profit affiliate marketing sites, and show you how they're making millions of dollars in passive income right now, and how their students are doing the same. So, guys, take it away.
Hey everybody, this is Jason.
This is Donnie here.
It's really great to be here, Jonathan, because we're going to be talking about some awesome stuff today. This is like one of our secrets that we want to share with more people. This is how everyday people get to $500 to $1,000 per day. This is passive income, and some people have sold their sites for millions. We're going to get into details of the things that have been sold, how much money these sites are making, and even examples. It's going to be really meaty as we get into the training. So the key though is having 7-figure digital assets. Digital assets they're making, they're worth $1 million, making a lot of money. And let me introduce myself first, and Donathan. My name is Jason Calori. You might already know me, and this is Donathan Gamble. What makes it special is not only that we've reached the 7-figure mark, but that we've helped other people do it, and we've learned how to replicate it through a system. So it's not just something that we're here to say, hey, we've done this, look what we've done, but this is something that we've been able to teach people, systematize, and we're going to show you even students that have done this too. Let me kind of turn my webcam off just so that it's be a little bigger if you're on your phone. Might turn them on later too. Cool, hopefully that's a little bigger. This is what we're going to be covering today. So the key, like we said, is digital assets. We're going to show you how we got here. We didn't start as $1 million earners. We started as beginners, just like a lot of people watching this. Why we're here though is because we've solved roadblocks that got in people's way with making passive income. We've created breakthroughs. We're going to show you a student named Aiden, and he turned down $500,000. Somebody offered him $500,000 for his website. We're going to show you examples of real digital assets. You're going to see them. You're going to see one that's making $1,600 a day, which is amazing. And we're making money with these sites. We're using 3 different methods. There's 3 ways to profit with them. And we're even going to show you kind of a ladder of success. There's 7 critical steps you need to build these as well. So before we're done though, we do have a program. It's called Commission Conspiracy 2.0. Just opened it, especially for this webinar, and anybody watching. It's going to speed you up. So this is not a heavy, complicated thing to do, and you're going to be able to get results faster. So stay to the end because we have some amazing things to share with you. We're going to show you inside of it. We even have a way that we're going to build sites done for you. So it's not on you to create these, but definitely have a pen and paper out because this can change your life if you understand the value of these digital assets we're going to show you. So Donathan, we've found that when we share this method, we see people kind of evolve through 7 phases. And this is very, very important because you might see these big figures as we get into the webinar, but we want to show, how the evolution works and how people really get started and where they climb.
Yeah, Jason, absolutely. This is the same process that we had to go through. It's the same process that we have taken our successful students through, and it's the same process that we want to take you through. And it's really exciting because I think these different benchmarks and these different levels that you're going to achieve, it doesn't require a college education. It doesn't require you getting a master's degree. It doesn't require you being on the job for 10 years before you can work your way up the ladder. Really, how fast you work your way up the ladder is really going to depend on you and how committed you are. But we're going to take you through these different phases that we have gone through, that we take our students through. These are just milestones. And as you hit each milestone, it just allows you to grow more and more. And obviously, you can build a more robust asset. So the first phase is getting to essentially $10 to $20 a day, right? So in the beginning, we're looking for the initial money. We're looking to get, we're looking to get just something that can be consistent. And then from there, we evolve to getting to essentially the $100 a day mark, right? When we can get to $100 a day, that's when we can start replacing essentially our normal day-to-day, our 9-to-5 income. And then we start going to phase 3, which is we're just going to expand a little bit more on $100 a day, get to $200 a day. And that should replace, I would say, 70% of people's income, their 9-to-5 income. So now you have options, right? You can say, hey, I'm working my 9-to-5. I'm also making as much as I'm making from my 9-to-5 from a website. So now I can choose, do I stay at my job or do I focus full time on this website or this property, this digital asset that I'm building? And then from there, we just keep increasing the money and we keep increasing the opportunities. So phase 4, we get to $500 a day. Who wouldn't like $15,000 a month in passive income coming in? That really is freedom. Jason, when me and you have talked to many individuals, $10,000 a month is what a typical individual says their goal is to get to. So imagine being at $15,000 and it's autopilot. And at the end of the day, you have an asset that you can sell if you want to. And then we go to phase 6. I skipped phase 5, but phase 5, phase 6, we're getting up to the 1,000 to 2,500. So somewhere in between $1,000 and $2,500 a day. That's usually where we see most people kind of, I'm not going to say cap, but they kind of stop there because it's more than enough money for them to live a lifestyle, for them to be comfortable, and for them to be, satisfied with the digital asset that they built. And then for the real go-getters that want to reach phase 7, I look at that as you're doing $3, $5, $10,000 a day. It is possible if that's what you desire to get to, but usually I think people, Jason, stop around phase 5 or phase 6 because that's typically all
Yep.
the money they need to enjoy their life, be able to spend time with their family, be able to save, be able to buy the house they want, be able to buy the car that they wanted, be able to support other family members that they want to support. And then for our go-getters, they'll do more than that. But these are the phases. Everybody that I've seen that is still in this industry that has been consistently successful. You got to understand, Jason and I have been doing this for over a decade, and that didn't come by us going all the way to the top of the ladder first. We started at phase 1, just like many of you are going to start at, and then we quickly grew to phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, phase 6, and there's times in our lives where we reach phase 7 when we want to, but we don't need to. But it's awesome to have the ability to, and it's an exciting journey that we want you guys to come on with us, as we've done for so many other of our students that you're going to meet here later on in this webinar. We want you to take that journey with us as well, so we can help you work through these phases as fast as possible and get you to this amount of money that most people will never imagine making in their life.
Hey, Jonathan, I just thought of something. So I'm going to back up down the ladder again. I thought maybe we could ask people, we like to see engagement on these calls. If we could ask you guys, like, what level are you trying to shoot for? Is it phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? What level is it? Could you put in the chat 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7? What level is it that you want to get to? We're going to show you how to get all the way up the ladder, whether you're starting in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. But could you put a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6, or a 7 in the chat, and let us know what you're dreaming of. Like, what are you really going for? Really helps us know more about you if you can engage us in the chat, and just put that in the chat right now. Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
remember, a lot of you are just are trying to get to a breakthrough, right? So a lot of you, maybe you've been trying to do stuff, you haven't been able to make it work. So phase 1 is really that breakthrough that I look for, where it's like you've been trying and trying to get something to work. And so if you could just get to phase 2, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4 are essentially easy, because most people are just trying to get the breakthrough, which comes in at phase 1. And then from there, it gets easier and easier, in my opinion, to climb the ladder once you get past phase 1.
Yep. Cool. So I see a lot of ones coming in, and I see some ambitious people too want higher up the ladder. So cool. We're definitely going to show you how to get that first foothold on the ladder today, and then even how to climb up. And like Jonathan said, it gets easier and easier. It's actually not harder once you get to the top of the ladder. It's easier. So cool. So we didn't start here though. So you're seeing big figures, but we didn't even start here, Jonathan. I grew up in a trailer, good part of my childhood. I knew what it was like to have my mom, leave us like one can of tuna fish and say, this is what there is for to eat today. It was rough. So Jonathan, you actually said that you had to, at one point, try to find dinner at the dollar store.
Yeah, most people don't even know the dollar store sells actual food. Maybe there's some people on here that do, but I got to a point in my life, it was right after high school, when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, didn't have any money, and was down to my last $3. And I had to go to the dollar store, and it cost me like $2.75 or something like that to get a bag of frozen chicken nuggets and fries. But yeah, the dollar store actually sells food, but it's humbling being able to look back and say, hey, this is where we came from. We weren't given a silver spoon. We weren't given, the biggest advantages in the world or anything like that. We worked for everything that we have achieved, and you can do it too. I think that's the great thing. We have people that come from all walks of life, even some people that you'll learn about later on who come from, I believe, West Africa, who don't have running electricity and power and everything like that. So being able to even go into the dollar store is a treat. for somebody, coming from a different country, where they don't even have a dollar store that they potentially can go into and get that kind of stuff. So very humbling to come from there, but it's also even more humbling to see, other people who had it far worse than us come up and be able to hit these different phases that we just described, Jason.
Yep. So I figured we could start off by looking at the state of things in the world. I ran some searches, and it looks like in the United States where we're at, because we have people all around the world, but in the US, the average income people are making is just under $4,600. The average expenses, though, is actually greater. It's over $5,100. So things are not adding up. And it just came out recently, Jonathan, that credit card debt has topped $1 trillion for the first time ever in history. And that kind of makes sense if we look at the first two slides, right?
Go ahead.
Well, I think the math is simple, right? When we can't make ends meet, it's got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest things about this is just working a 9 to 5, where that used to be acceptable, right? You could work your 9 to 5. You had enough money to buy your house. You had enough money to save. You had a pension. It was enough to essentially live a comfortable life. That just is not the case, especially with inflation. So you have to have something else in addition to what you're currently doing if you're working a 9 to 5 to live any kind of life, to just be able to pay for regular life, but also if you want to have any kind of life where you can enjoy your time, go on vacation, enjoy your kids, be able to buy a house. That's getting more difficult for a lot of people to be able to buy a house. So, I mean, the American dream here in America is kind of dying, Jason, because of everything that's going on.
So we see questions like this becoming more common. How will I make more money? How am I going to save money? And then there's the elephant in the room. As you get older, I'm getting older too. It's what about retirement? And today we're going to show you some cool things. First is Aiden. Aiden turned down an offer to buy his website for $500,000. And Jonathan, I thought it'd be cool if we could show people the clip where we actually revealed this with Aiden. We dug into it, and he told us how much money his website's actually making. So I thought it'd be cool if we could take a minute and share that so they can hear from Aiden what it's like having a website like this. And you said in your email you're at $45,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
awesome.
We did that in June and July.
And then you said you have like a trend down, probably winter with golf, where it dies down until it picks back up later.
Yeah, I'm still expecting to do like probably 35 this month, maybe 25 next month, and then maybe 25 again. So it's still going to be good, but it's a bit of a haircut, all right.
And then so would you ever sell this site? Like, would you ever try to sell this site, or is it kind of like, do you want to keep it, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so what happened with that was we offered it to Empire Flippers last year, and they offered us, it was in December, so the earnings weren't anywhere near. The earnings, they were pretty high, like we got to 25 grand in a month last year, but they offered us 500,000 for the site in December, but the earnings have gone way up since then. So I think it's worth more than that, but they wanted the YouTube channel, and we have a second site in the same niche as well. So they wanted all three. So I'm actually glad that we didn't go ahead with that, because it nearly earns that much this year already.
Wow, that's like, it's really cool to hear Aiden's story, because Aiden didn't start like as an online marketer. He was working a regular 9 to 5 job. He found the initial version of Commission Conspiracy, the first version of Commission Conspiracy. He got started, and I believe it was like 3 months before he started getting traction. So to see him, at the place he is, where he's doing $45,000 a month, and then also turn down $500,000, which for most people would be a dream come true, right? Like if you build something up, somebody offered you $500,000 for it. Think about that, and how many years would I have to work in order to save $500,000? And somebody offered him that, and he was able to turn it down because he just saw the opportunity that he had with this site. And good thing he did turn it down, because his site is worth a lot more now. But it's just awesome to see somebody come from not even knowing how to do this at all, coming from a regular 9 to 5 job, and be able to reach these kind of milestones, going through the phases like we described. Jason, Aiden went through those exact same phases phase one, where he got to $10 to $20 a day, and now he's doing over $1,600 a day, is just amazing.
Yep. So our goal today for you guys is for you to see how to get to that place, just like Aiden, where decision A, you can sell a website for $500,000, or you can keep it and it's making you over $1,600 a day. And this can work in any niche. It can work for all sorts of stuff. Aiden chose golf, and you can pick your own niche because these digital assets are like an escape vehicle. The real state of things, as I see it, is that the average person needs a way out. They need a way to get ahead. And that's why we're going to start getting into showing you what these websites look like. They're not just golf websites. We're going to get into financial websites. This is just a girl and her blog.com, makes over $23,000 a month with affiliate marketing. You can see it's just about organization. Making Sense of Sense makes $159,000 a month. These are massive amounts. Affiliate marketing uses other sources, just about how to save money is what she publishes. pinchofyum.com, $90,000 a month, display ads, sponsorships, affiliate, and it's recipes. And Donathan, we actually have seen even larger websites come across our desks. Could you tell people about the Penny Hoarder? It's a $102.5 million website.
Yeah, this story is actually kind of crazy because when I was working, Jason and I were working at an agency at the time, and this guy was actually in the process of selling his site. It was like 2011, 2012, and he wanted to sell his site. He couldn't figure out how to make it work. He essentially was going through the same phases that we just described. He got to, like, let's say phase 4, and he was like, I just don't know if I want to do this anymore. And we made an offer on his site for like $68,000. He ended up turning it down, and he just kept building. He said, okay, I'm at phase 4, and he figured out how to get to phase 5, phase 6, and then all the way up to phase 7, obviously. And to see this story, a decade later, where he sold his site for $102 million, it's like, man, I wish I could have got it at 68,000. But it just shows you the power of the sites and the way that we build. Where you can have a massive exit like this, especially if you're building in the right niche and industry.
Yeah, definitely. So I figured that those are some pretty cool examples to show them really what's possible and what these sites look like, and they can be in any niche. But let's get into the 3 ways that these websites make money. So the first and our favorite way is called affiliate marketing, and that's using other people's products. The second is sponsorships on your site, and that's basically where you're selling space on the website. And then display ads is where you're selling clicks. And there's really 7 critical elements that we have for getting to that phase 1, that $10 to $20 a day, that starting point. And Donathan, I thought we could take people in to our favorite training, which is the anatomy of a $10 million website. Really pull things apart, show them the steps, and make sure that they understand not only that there's these big websites out there, but they can make one too, and it's not a big complex process.
Right.
So let's kick it off with step number 1. This is choosing your audience. Donathan, could you tell people about this audience? This made us a lot of money. It's the precious metals niche.
Yeah, so this I'm just gonna round this up into the financial space. And so when we look at the financial space and then we look at segments of the financial space, we decided to go with gold IRAs. So people come to our site, they're looking for information on gold IRAs. And then what we have to do is we have to break those people down and say, who are these people? Like, what do they care about? What are their interests? And so the main audience really used to be survivalists and preppers. And then that really has changed to more, conservatives, people looking more at the political side of things now. And it still has survivalists and preppers. But this audience that we have identified as our niche audience for gold IRAs, they convert really well. And so the only way we were able to identify who the audience was that we wanted to figure out is we really had to deep dive and say, who's actually looking, who's actually doing these searches. And we had to do research. We had to, look at the affiliate programs that we'll discuss a little bit later and find out from them, get insider secrets essentially from them on who these customers were, who were the people that were converting, what were they converting, right? They were using their 401ks. They were looking to get out of their 401k, put it into precious metals, something that they felt was going to be more reliable and sustainable, regardless of what happened in the world and the economy. And the cool thing that Jason and I have done with audience especially when you're one of our members, is we have made it easy to identify these audiences, so you guys don't have to do all this work that I just described that we had to do to find out who these people were. So we really want to give you the head start, so you guys already know who the audiences are. We have built relationships with these affiliate programs, so we have the insider secrets on who the audiences are that are going to be buying these affiliate programs.
And Jonathan, like you said, we have lots of data too. We even have customer data from these companies. These are engineers, people in sales, construction, education, principals, teachers, real estate. You guys can take a snapshot of this while you're here, but we have tons of data on who actually buys from these affiliate programs. So you can just tap into the data. We've already done the hard work for you, and we're showing it to you right here too. Veterinarians, people in medicine, even gold miners buying gold, obviously, right? Carpenters, oil and gas, HVAC people. It's incredible how many niches there are. This is a really deep niche too, the finance niche. Lots of money there. This isn't the only one though. We have tons of high profit niches we work in. There's gold, health, real estate, credit cards, home, and so many others. And these are audiences that we love too. So we like financial, people that have $500,000 plus in net worth. Health, they usually make repeat purchases in health. Moms make a lot of purchase decisions. It's a great niche. Specific niches can have really low competition if you can really niche down. We show you how to do that. Automotive, there's tons of accessories people buy for their trucks and other vehicles they purchase. And then home automation's been trending up too. Those are really great niches if you're just looking for a niche and an audience to really dig into. And so the next thing we do after we picked out our niche is we set up our website. And some people complicate website. We just really like to use Groove or WordPress. Usually we're building in WordPress. It's easy to set up. It's quick to change out the theme and design. But a lot of people get stuck here, Jonathan. So we'll actually have something at the end where we'll actually build your website for you if you stay to the end. We have very limited spots for that, but we actually have found people can get started a lot faster when we do that for them.
Yep. And another reason we picked these platforms specifically is because we know that you can exit out of them easily, which is another part of this whole 7-step.
So step number 3, as we're building up, choosing keywords. So there's a very special way that we pick keywords, just like picking off low-hanging fruit. My dad has a plum tree out back, and I used to pick plums off of it. You always get the best fruits. They're low-hanging, and these are natural decision points. These are going to come in various forms, and they actually come in patterns, which I'll show you in the next slide. We call them buyer keyword patterns, decision point keywords. People are going to Google, and they're typing things in. If they ever fall into this type of pattern, if you ever see the word review or versus or top or best, you know that it's a buyer keyword. And what buyer keywords are really great for is high conversion places. So if you're targeting these type of keywords, you can make a lot of money very easily instead of targeting general keywords where it's going to be harder to get traffic, it's going to be harder to make money, and they're just, buyer keywords are just good all around. So I figured we could show you guys an example so you really get this concept of step 3. There was some news recently, it was last year, Bill Gates won a legal battle to buy farmland, and the news was saying that people were livid about it. But what Jonathan and I have is actual data, and it turns out that people actually searched Google and Bing and DuckDuckGo, and they wanted to know, how do you buy farmland? Is this a good investment? They wanted to find companies they could buy it from. They were looking at this billionaire and they're like, well, why is he doing it? It must be a good idea. So the news was kind of wrong. And what actually was happening online, it's still happening, is that people go to Google and they type in those keywords and they find these digital assets. They click on them and they arrive at sites like this. And then they click on affiliate links and they make purchases. And those website owners, digital asset owners, are making money while the news is kind of stirring up traffic for this. It's really cool. So then, Jonathan, step 4, as we're building this up, is publishing content on your website. Could you kind of walk people through why our templates are so important when we start creating content?
Yeah, when we first started, Jason, I think a lot of what we wanted to do was just get a site up, right? We'd be really fast and like, how do we get a site up? And then we just get content on our website. We spent a lot of money and a lot of time publishing a lot of content that did nothing. And so eventually we created our own formula, right? A decade over research and actual, making money. we figured out what was the things that made the most money. What was the content that was getting the most clicks? What was the content that was getting the most conversions? And we put that into a template. So that way, every time we create content, it follows this same process that allows us to give it the best opportunity to make conversions, get people to click, and ultimately make us money. And so we have different formats that we use. We have a review format, we have a top list format, and we have a comparison. So you've probably seen these. A review would be like Jason just described. You're going in Google and you're looking at a review of a singular product, right? A top list would be, I'm looking for the top 5 door hangers, right? So there's a list of the top 5 door hangers. And then a comparison, maybe you're coming into the market with a little more information, right? So now you're comparing this product versus this product, and you want to know how they stack up against each other. And now with the power of AI, we can take the template that we've created and we can leverage AI writers to make the content even faster and a lot more affordable. So this really has systematized the process because people can leverage the templates that we're going to give you, and now you can leverage AI to write the content and essentially be a professional writer because you're leveraging the templates that we've created.
Yep. And then the next natural step you can imagine is adding our affiliate links, because now we have a website up, we've got content on it. So we go into affiliate dashboard. This is a precious metals one. Grab the affiliate link, just copy it, and then just drop it into our content. And we drop it in places called call to actions. These are natural places where users want to click. So you'll see these, it'll say click here to learn more about, here's a company name, right? Logos, images, people like to click on those. So that's where you're going to make money, is when somebody clicks on that, they make a purchase, and that company is going to pay you commissions, right? And then Jonathan, that just leaves driving traffic, right? So we drive traffic from YouTube, Google, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo. We get a lot of free traffic from there, even Medium, Instagram, Quora, TikTok, Facebook. We can drive traffic from almost anywhere because we built our website right. And we wanted to give you guys a template for traffic so you have something to take away. This is a 1-minute TikTok video template. So it's broken up into 3 parts. First 10 seconds, you're just going to show a bit of news. This is why it's really good to understand your audience. So if you're doing finance, you can show them there's lots of finance news every day. Part 2, show them a chart. So finance, there's a lot of people that look up charts for like gold and other things, and you can just show that, whatever they're interested in though. And then part 3 is, we really like ebooks. We give this to our members. We have a whole ebook that we give for lead generation. If that's what you want to do is in finance, it's really great to build a list of leads for yourself. But we have a whole book we give to our members, and part 3 is really just calling them to action to get it, right? So that's a really great 3-part template you can take, get traffic, and that just leaves conversion at the very end. The 7th step, the most important step. This is where the money's made. And Jonathan, we have probably the coolest story ever of somebody using our system. And this guy lives in West Africa. His name's Daniel. Could you tell people about Daniel? Because he's up to $600 a day, and nobody around him makes anywhere near that. And it's changed his life and his family's life.
Yeah, I was referencing Daniel earlier when we were talking about the gentleman that lived in Africa. And in this picture that you illustrated here, Jason, is him having to walk to the gas station to get gas in order to fill his generator, in order to keep the power and the Wi-Fi going on in his house. And Daniel is kind of like a great statement and a great monument of a student, because he has the least amount of resources that I think I've seen out of any student. And he has been able to find a way to make it work by simply following our process and being committed to making it work. And it's interesting to see Daniel, like, he's going to be coming to our event that we're doing live, and he has found a way to come, and he has found a way to make money, and he has found a way to make his situation, even with minimal resources, work. And seeing him hit these milestones is just amazing. And I think it's beyond what he ever thought that he would be able to do, Jason.
Yep. I see a lot of Daniels in the chat. People really like this story. Yeah, he's inspiring. If you could put makes sense in the chat too. We just showed you the 7 steps. Yeah, I see some people saying makes sense, makes sense. Awesome. So we didn't want to stop here though. We want to show you guys, the exit, the sweet exit, because making money per day. $600 a day is a dream for people, but how are we going to retire? It's probably that we're going to have something we're going to sell. Why not sell the digital asset we're building? So Jonathan, let's break down how we have that $1 million exit with our digital assets. We can build multiples of them too. So the first thing we need to do is hold on to it for 12 months or more. It's a really good idea. If you're making $600 a day, why not hold on to it? Get it up to about $500 to $1,000 a day profit. And our system is hands-off. It's passive. You can just let the website run and then prepare it for sale. So let's break down how we do that. So Jonathan, could you talk about the multiples? Because they've gone way up, and you and your brother even sold one for over $400,000. And a lot of people don't know that their monthly profit can be multiplied, and people will buy it for that.
Yeah, so the number you see, the 446,000, that was a site, one of our first sites in the financial space that we sold, and it went for about a 26 times monthly revenue. Right now, the financial space is going up to 60 times monthly revenue, but the average site right now is probably selling for 36 and 40 times monthly revenue. So if you're doing $1,000 a month, you times that by 40, and that's essentially what your site would be valued at. And it's just gone crazy because the companies that are buying these sites are no longer other marketers, right? They're big companies that are looking for new sources of traffic that they don't have to, hire a marketing team for. They don't have to spend a bunch of money on ads. They already know that the people coming to our site are quality people because they've already either made purchases from their business or made purchases from their competitors. And so the value of the traffic to them is super, super valuable. And then for them to go out into the market and try to replicate that traffic would cost them a lot more than it's going to cost them to just buy our sites, which puts us in a great position of leverage because everybody wants our sites and our traffic, and we can hold on to them as long as we want, or we can sell them if we want to make the money, which is a powerful position to be in.
Yep. So that's the first thing you need to do. And then getting that income up is actually very easy. It might seem kind of intimidating getting to $500 to $1,000 a day, but we can use high ticket affiliate programs like we showed you, even in finance, and just one sale. These are very common. $200,000 IRAs go through. 10% of that, that's going to get you to that income range very quickly, just one sale. And we even have other smaller affiliate programs. It's very easy to get to $500 a day if you just use the affiliate offers. We'll show you some of what those offers look like in a minute. And then Jonathan, a lot of people don't realize this, but you're going to sell something. There's two things you're going to sell. You're either going to sell something that is going to be a hands-off thing, which is passive, and that's like what we're showing you, where you get an affiliate site, change out the links, it runs by itself, and that's what you're selling somebody, is your website like that. Or you're gonna have to sell somebody what looks like a job, a franchise, 9 to 5, something they're gonna have to commit to. So that's not what we're doing. We have the whole passive income thing figured out with these sites, and that's why we built them in the first place. And then this is really important. Could you explain this, Jonathan? Like preparing your website for sale. This is going to ensure that you can actually sell it.
Yeah, this is very valuable. So if you're at this point and you're like, hey, I could probably just do this on my own, that's fine. But I would make sure to write this down, because if you're ever thinking about selling something that you have, especially if it's a digital asset, and let's say we're leveraging affiliate marketing as a tactic for making money from that site, one of the things that a new person that's potentially going to buy your site, they need to know, is the affiliate transferable, right? So if the person is to buy the site, are they able to have access to the same affiliate in the same amount of money that you currently have access to? If the answer is no, then it either is going to devalue your site a lot, or the person's not going to want to buy your site. So that's super important, is to work with affiliates that are transferable in the event that you decide to sell your site. The next thing that somebody who's looking to purchase a site is going to want to see is consistency, right? They want to see, hey, has traffic been going up? Has the amount of money that the site's been making been going up? Has the conversions been consistent? Are there different times of the year that look, where there's a huge variance? Like that's going to look like sketchy to them, right? They don't want to see, 1 month there's 0 traffic and then the next month there's 10,000 people visiting the site. They want to see consistency, because they're looking at that as like something happened, right? If you go from 0 to 10,000 customers, that means that maybe you use paid traffic, maybe, somebody sent an email for you. It's an anomaly, right? It's not something that the new site owner is going to be able to replicate, and it could either hurt the evaluation that you're going to get for your site, or it's going to make them not want to buy your site at all. And then, has your site been flat or has it been steadily growing? This is also important for them to see, because they want to see, is your site currently on the upward track, right? Is it on the track to make more money than it's currently making, which also will increase the value, the perceived value that your site has? Or is it kind of on a negative slope? If it's on a negative slope, then that means that, we're probably going to have to put money into this to figure out why it's going negative, or maybe the site isn't going to work anymore, or whatever it may be. So they're looking for these different conditions to determine, one, how much your site is worth, if they want to buy your site, and what valuation they're willing to pay for your site based on these conditions. So regardless of what you do, this is an important slide. I would definitely take a picture of it, because regardless of what digital asset that you build online, they're going to follow these same metrics.
Yep. And if people were wondering, how did Aiden get to that $500,000 offer? It's because he just followed the system we showed you and followed our method. And so he definitely checked all these boxes. And then he just held on to the site because he made way more money. His thing just kept lifting up, growing every month. So he made way more than could have sold it for, which is really awesome. This is kind of how to tilt things in your favor. Final slide on the exit. If you just hold on to your site, you can make a lot of money, but you can always increase the value. You can add other affiliate programs, other keywords, other content, and it's going to drive the amount you're making per day up. Hold on to it more than 12 months. It's going to make it even more attractive to a buyer. And then being in hot industries like we showed you, finance is a good one, health, that's going to get you more money for your site. So now you've seen how we create these digital assets, and we really want to drive this home so you can see how valuable these are compared to other stuff. They're a lot like real estate, because just like real estate, you can have a property that's making money, but we don't have to stop at one property. We can have a whole empire, just like a whole neighborhood. But we don't have the drawbacks of traditional real estate, right? It's not going to cost us like $100,000. It's not going to cost us 6 to 7 figures to get started. It's not limited by actual physical space like real estate, and we're not impacted by the ups and downs of the economy. But just like real estate, you can build one, build another, and there's no end. Our students just keep creating passive income each month, new sources by creating new digital assets. And then you could sell these, like we've shown you, for 7 figures when you're ready. And Donathan, we have digital assets in like almost everything now. It's crazy. Could you talk a little about this? Because it's like the numbers are mind-boggling, but it all started with that, first rung on the ladder.
Yeah, so I mean, our site's in a health niche. Obviously, the transaction size is a lot lower, and it's more volume, but we have been able to get those up to $833 per day, and really it's been more than that. Finance, $6,000 per day. So really, with finance, the thing that I like about finance, Jason, is that it takes a lot less volume, but because the transaction size tends to be a lot higher, it allows us to make more money. So as we're working through the different phases on the ladder, it's like we can start out with a niche that may have a lot more transactional things going on, like health. And then as we learn and we understand the concept, we can go to something like finance and essentially be doing the exact same level of productivity, but we can triple or quadruple the amount of money we're making, because there's a lot more to be made from each transaction. And then you can do something. We have people who do stuff in the golf niche. This is like cool, because there's a lot of people who just enjoy golf. So how cool would it be to be making $1,600 a day while you're on the golf range, golfing with your buddies? Yeah. That's an exciting thing. And then truck parts, that's like a huge one, right? Jason, me and you both love our trucks, but there's a lot of other people that love their trucks too, and that's been gotten up to $33,000 a day. Jason, you've been able to do that. So just a lot of different niches here. There's, relationships as well. Generates a lot of revenue too, but these are the main ones that we see inside of our community and that we personally have done.
And then a question that I see in the chat is, okay, now how much does the traffic cost? Because you might have missed it when we were showing the steps, right? It's free traffic. So this is actually profit. So $6,000 a day profit in the finance niche, over $200,000 a month, Donathan, that your finance site is making. It's incredible. And so it's free traffic. It's really important you know that, free traffic. So we're not using ads or something like that. This is free traffic. So all the numbers you see are profit. So that's even better, right? You don't have to carry some cost as you're holding on to your assets. So let's talk about something now. So we've shared this system with other people, and we actually found a problem, right? You might not want us to say that, but we did find a problem. And what we found is only 1% of people could actually pull off creating their own digital assets. And then Jonathan and I kind of put our heads together and we came up with an update, and that resulted in an 80% breakthrough. 80% of people could break through. We looked at the remaining 20%, and what we found when we surveyed them is that they stopped before they ever started. They were looking for a shiny object, and they were not looking for that $1 million exit. They weren't looking to climb up the ladder. They were just looking for a flash in the pan, and that's not what this is. This is a life-changing system, and it's changed lives for our students. So for everybody else, what we had changed is we realized that the system was based on you before. It was like you had the whole world on your shoulders, and you had to do the research, the setup, the technology. You had to understand how to set up websites. You had to do the testing of offers. You had to go through all the trial and error and come out the end. Hopefully you'd made money. And it was really easy to get stuck in the mud. But now, Jonathan, something's changed, and we've based this around speed and progress for our members with AI niche research, proven product data, stuff we've already tested, and we've even increased the setup speed dramatically. We even create websites for our members, and you compared it a lot to, I was in Disney World, and I saw this happen. The Disney Fast Pass. This is like the Disney Fast Pass for making money. So could you explain that? Because I think this is the coolest way to describe what we have now.
Yeah, the reason I said this is because when you go to Disney, especially Disneyland, and you're trying to get on that Cars ride, it's usually like a 2-hour or 3.5-hour wait if you don't have the Disney Fast Pass. But if you have the Disney Fast Pass, it gets down to 10 to 15 minutes to get on that ride, and everybody kind of looks at you that's in the normal line, and they're kind of jealous, right? Because you're able to speed ahead and you're able to ride the ride 2 or 3 times before they get to ride the ride one time. And so that's how we wanted our students to feel. We wanted our students that come into our environment, that go through our training, to feel like they have the Disney Fast Pass, that they're able to zoom ahead of everybody else and everything else that they're currently working on. And the way we did that is by leveraging the things that Jason just said. We leverage AI, we leverage more done-for-you options inside of our community, and we really refined our process to make it easier for people to understand and easier for people to execute.
Yep. Yeah, this has become so fast. So we'd like to introduce you to Commission Conspiracy 2.0. It's called that for a good reason, because I know when you get off this webinar, we're going to show you what's inside, but you're going to go to Google at some point, you're going to click around, and you're going to have this question in the back of your head, and it's going to feel like there's a conspiracy, like there's a commission conspiracy, because you're going to be clicking around, other people are making commissions on those websites. And we'd like you to be on the other side of that, where you actually own one of these websites. And so inside, we do show you over the shoulder, step by step, everything we showed you, how to pick out a domain, how to build the site, how to get keywords, everything step by step, over the shoulder, with real examples as we go along with you. But we added speed and automation, and that's where things have really changed, where we saw this big breakthrough, and a lot of done for you things now we can create for you. So we want to show you an example of how we've actually dramatically sped up finding niches, because before you'd have to look in this whole blue ocean of niches. Everything's pretty much a niche to go after. We wanted to give you guys an advantage so that you could just leverage AI. And we don't really care about AI theory, but we really care about AI money, like where we can actually put money and money insights into our AI so that we can help others make money. So let's show you this app that we created that we give our members access to. Let me play this. One second. One second, I have to play the video, and it doesn't always want to play on the webinar. This video will demonstrate the app, and you'll be able to see how it works, because this will speed up. There, Jonathan, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, let me try this again. So this app allows you to cherry pick 3 niches in 1 minute. This usually took like a month for you to dig through niches. So I'm a parent, so I put in parenting, and then I have 4 kids, hit submit, and then this app will spit out affiliate programs. It'll spit out keywords. It'll spit out commission rates for affiliate programs, things that you'd have to go gather up, pain points in the niche. So much data that you'd have to go gather by hand, potential, Google Trends, and it does the same thing for another niche. You can just take your pick. You can pick all the niches. You can build as many digital assets as you want, and it just keeps going. So you have unlimited access to this inside the program. It's really incredible. So let me continue now. There, can you see the next slide? I just want to make sure the video
Yeah, I can see it.
worked. Okay, cool. So we consider this like a gold mine of niche research now for our members. And we didn't stop there because we said, hey, what if we could leverage AI and we could even teach it how to learn from what our members have done? So we dissected a one-on-one $24,000 mastermind that only a couple people had access to. And we took the data, put it into AI, and we created something we call an AI brain. And this can actually find domains for you now very quickly. It can cherry pick out the best keywords. It can find other keywords too. They even give you content ideas on what's hot, what's really gonna get your visitors to visit your site. And even knows how to build backlinks. All these details that you have to know before, the AI knows these. And it's even been trained on the whole system and the framework for things. So you can even go ask it questions about the training and it knows this. Case study data, it knows it, right? So this has never been done because I've only seen people build AI theory products where it's, here's what AI could do. But I haven't seen anybody, and I think we're the first. I'm pretty confident we're the first to take a $24,000 mastermind and turn it into an AI. And you guys get access to that. You can talk to it any time of day, 7 days a week, full access. It's really crazy. So here's how we leverage affiliate products. So we said we'd show you some affiliate products, and we don't want you guys to go out there and have to test and do trial and error. And Jonathan, we wanted to show people Ashley because she started, this is her affiliate account, right? It was actually at 0 when she started with us.
Yeah, so actually, it's funny because the old thing is if I can get traffic, automatically my site's going to work, right? But Ashley didn't have the secrets that Jason and I have had for over a decade, and we understood, the conversion. And when we go back to the lesson we did on the content and the templates, this is really what set Ashley, the difference between Ashley making money and Ashley not making money. And so this is an affiliate dashboard. So people would have found Ashley's site, doing the search that Jason described earlier, looking for a review of a specific product. They came to Ashley's site, they clicked on her link, which is the affiliate link. And you see here, she got 7 unique visitors, meaning 7 different people clicked on Ashley's link once they landed on her site. And we see that there's no leads. So that means people didn't fill out their information. And ultimately, there's no money being made. And then Ashley, had the sense to say, hey, I need help with this because I feel like I'm doing everything right. I just feel like there's something that I'm missing. And so she came under me and Jason's wing. And you can see what happened shortly after that. So now Ashley was essentially getting the same amount of traffic and the conversion went up, right? So more people, because Ashley followed our template structure on how we structure content, she went from 7 unique visitors. Now she's at 97 unique visitors. Now those visitors are also more quality, right? Because she followed our process. And so now she has 18 leads. And now she has 6 qualified leads, which just means that people had the available funds to invest in this specific niche, which happens to be the financial space. And you can see Ashley, just from one of those trades completing, more of those trades ended up completing since then. But just from one of those trades completing, Ashley was able to get a commission of $15,000. So I think what that really shows is even if you're doing everything right, but you don't have access to the information that the experts have, like Jason and I, you could be sitting on essentially what we like to call a gold mine. And as soon as people get under Jason and I's wing, we unlock that gold mine for them, and it turns into real dollars in commissions for them.
And then this is James. He's up to $500 a day. He's in the precious metal space. It's been incredible because he was trying some other things before too, but as soon as he got around Jonathan and I, went through this system, now he's at $500 a day. It's incredible. Jonathan, would you like to tell people about Christopher? Because he's making even more. And it's we had somebody ask him even if he had experience with this, and he gave him a response.
Yeah, Christopher is interesting. So he actually came from the agency space, and he always wanted to do affiliate. And so this was his first shot. He joined one of Jason and I's programs, and he wanted to do affiliate marketing. and he got his first affiliate commission, which was $27,494. And the gold company actually gave him a silver bar that brought the value of this transaction to an even $30,000, right? So he almost really was at $1,000 a day with what the gold company gave him in silver. And it was funny, somebody in the community, they wanted to know, hey, Chris, are you an expert at doing this? Have you been doing this, your whole life? Have you been doing this a long time? Or are you just starting like the rest of us? And you see Chris down there said, hey, it's a cold start. I'm getting started just like everybody else at the beginning stages. And he was able to achieve this, which is just awesome.
And then we have more members. There's actually two Steves, Steve R and Steve M. Steve R is at $300 a day. And then Steve M, he's at $1,700 a day. He had probably the craziest thing we saw happen in our program, and just one visitor, because he built his site according to the template and the way we show, and one click came to a site. People think, do I need a ton of traffic to come on my website? The first visitor visit Steve M's website was a $52,000 click, wow. $52,000 commission, and pretty much anything's possible when you follow our system. It's really incredible things we see each day from our members. Jonathan, this is our wives, Lauren Gamble and Ashley Clory, getting a lead. It's exciting too. Like, imagine this being a text that you send to your spouse and you say, hey, big money's on the way, right? So our wives even get involved, and it's really awesome. This is them getting the first lead to their website. Leads are worth so much when you follow the system. And then Jonathan, do you want to tell people about Todd? Because Todd, he had some experience. He actually had a lot of experience. But he couldn't crack the nut with affiliate until he met us.
Yeah, so Todd actually has been very successful offline, right? He's sold, I think, 2 or 3 businesses offline, has done very well, and he wants to figure out, how can I replicate what I've been able to do offline, online? And so he's been trying to figure that out for over a decade now, and he couldn't figure it out. He joined Jason and I, and we were able to help him get to that first breakthrough, which you see was $300 a day. He's obviously up to a lot more in commissions now, but Todd is really a cool story because it shows, regardless of where you're at in life, regardless of your age or anything like that, you can follow our process and have success with it. And it's cool to see Todd, and what he's up to now is just incredible.
So we want to let you guys know, for the offer section, when you're picking out those offers, when you're a member, we're just showing you offers we know that work. That's why our members have such incredible success versus being out there and having to do a trial and error. Our members can just zoom ahead. So we also added 6 months of coaching with us, and we have super affiliate students. 2 of our students actually are very involved in our training, and they'll even show you how to get fast traffic, how to take over Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo, and just get fast traffic. It's very easy in our program because of what we've developed. And we're going to give you access to that 6 months, which is unheard of in our space. A lot of times it's a week or 2 weeks of support, give you 6 months of live coaching. So this is Commission Conspiracy 2.0. I want to show you the link to get in. It's down there at the bottom. We're going to give you access to our VIP online membership site where you get access to all the training. We'll give you access to our community, access to our AI niche app, and the brain. So you can find unlimited niches. You can go and ask questions. It'll help you find domains, keywords. You can even ask questions if you have for us too, but the brain's always there. So it's 2 a.m. You can ask it any questions, but also ask in the group too. We'll show you proven affiliate products. We have relationships with these programs because we've sent them so much money. They really like us. 6 months of support in our workshop, and then super affiliate coaches around you. You can't get super affiliate coaches for this amount. It's $299 a month for 7 months if you want to break it up, or $1,599, $1,599 if you want to pay it off today. Either option works. So this is everything you're getting. You're going to get the AI niche app that finds unlimited niches for digital assets. You get to plug in affiliate programs that are proven. Money-making methods we're using right now. 6 months workshop. We'll show you what's in the 6-month workshop in a second. And we do have a surprise at the end for building your site for you as well. Super affiliate coach support, live coaching calls with us, a quick start guide, 4-prong authority content framework, how we build that content, high ticket affiliate training, and then lots of different bonuses that we know are going to help you push you guys over the edge and get your digital assets pumping out bunches of money. We have a Groove website template. We'll show you that in a second. WordPress website template. We have a lead gen book. Nobody else has this on high ticket, so you can actually get leads, high ticket leads with our book. We'll just give you access to it. You can give it away, get as many leads as you want. Case study with Aiden, how he was able to sell, get the offer for 500,000, but didn't sell a site and held on to it. How do you even get that offer? The case study with Daniel is up to $20,000. Access to Commission Conspiracy 1.0 and 2.0. So you get access to the original course that Aiden went through, plus the new one, which is 2.0 and all the updates. You get access to Affiliate Without Risk, which is our specific program on high ticket affiliate. We specifically made that program just for high ticket. The 40-hour ranking method we just showed you with our students, and updates as we test things. So we're still updating things. We still do this, and we apply those updates right into the program. So you're getting everything fresh. And then again, unlimited access to that brain. So Jonathan, we're going to give people 6 months of, before we get into like how we're going to build their site for them, we're going to give them 6 months of support. So like, I think we could break down, Jonathan, like how what we're going to do on each of these months. So like month 1, we're going to give them digital assets 101. We want you guys to understand these digital assets. Month 2 is free traffic. So there's so much free traffic out there. We want you guys to have access to it all and be able to drive it into your site. Month 3, high ticket affiliate programs. Lots of people in our program like to know about these. It's good that you know about them too. And you can have high ticket affiliate programs. We also have smaller ticket stuff too, but a special month dedicated to high ticket. Month 4 is AI shortcuts. Month 5 is conversion secrets. Jonathan and I know a lot of different tweaks you can make to your site to make it make even more money. So we dedicate a whole month to that. And month 6 is selling 7-figure digital assets. How do you actually exit? You're probably going to want to know too, right? After your site's making money, how much could I sell this for? Where am I going to sell it? What's the best way to sell it? We're going to cover that in month 6. So Jonathan, that brings us to the heart of our offer. This is what we only have for a couple people, because I see people in the chat and a couple of people already scooped it up by just buying and getting in right now. Could you explain, Jonathan, what they're going to get? We're actually going to build their site for them.
Yeah, and in the chat, if you'd let me know how many people would love to have Jason and I build one of these digital assets that we went over in this webinar. If you would like us to build that digital asset for you, put a 1 in the chat. It's an amazing thing that we have never done really for anybody besides ourselves, because the value of it would just be insanely high. But what we see and why we're doing this bonus, right, is because we want people to start out with momentum. We want you to be able to come in and not have to worry about going through weeks and weeks and months of training before you actually start building something. Because what we found is that if you come in and the only thing that you're focused on initially is just learning, you don't end up building, and you lose momentum. So if you already have something that was built for you, the way the training is going to teach you how to build it, what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to actually implement and learn and apply what you're learning as you go. And you already have an asset right out of the gate that you can leverage our skills and tactics for. So what we're going to do is we're going to build you your first website. We're going to publish your the 5 first pieces of content using our templates and our formula that we know work. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to index, make sure that those sites are indexed. And what that means is just because you publish content on your website, it doesn't mean anybody sees it, right? Nobody sees it until the search engines recognize that, hey, this is a website and there's this content that's on it. And who is the relevant person that would get the most out of this content? So we have to index it. We have to let the internet know, let the Googles know, let the Bings know that your content and your website exists. So we're going to index it for you, because without that, you're not going to get traffic and you're not going to show up when people are looking for the information on your site.
Hey, Jonathan, if I could just interrupt you, it looks like the first 5 already taken. So limited to 15 people. I just want to interrupt you because I want to let people know. Let us know in the chat. Say I'm in if you are in Commission Conspiracy. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to let everybody know. First 5 have been taken. First 5 bonuses.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, and it's limited to the first 15 people. So obviously we're not going to be able to do this for every single person that joins, but if you're somebody who's a go-getter and you want to start out with momentum, then the first 15 people are going to get this bonus, which is a crazy, crazy, crazy bonus. Even our students who paid us $24,000 didn't get a bonus like this, Jason. So this is an insane bonus that you guys are going to get. But the reason we're doing it is because we want you to come in. We want you to have momentum right out of the gate. And most of the people that have taken this bonus in the past, they end up ranking, which means that they're showing up on the first page of Google, and a lot of them are already getting traffic and making money just from what we create for them.
All right, looks like 6 and 7 are taken. So 7 of the commission conspiracy sites have been taken, the bonuses. So let us know, I'm in the chat, so we can reserve a spot for you if you've joined. But I wanted to continue. This is not it though. We'll come back and see how many bonuses have been taken. We have a Groove template. This was a request from members. We started with WordPress. We do have a WordPress template. We created a Groove template because we know a lot of people have Groove accounts, want to use their Groove account. So we created this Groove template, runs on our system, and you get access to that. And then the next bonus is that AI brain. So you guys get access to this. We could have charged just specifically for this because, again, it's trained on data that other people had to pay one-on-one, $24,000 in a mastermind with Donathan and I. But we wanted to give you guys access to essentially the brain of it that will just tell you answers to questions. It'll pick out domains for you, and it's weaved right into our training. So you get access to that as well, unlimited access. So if you have any questions, you can ask right in there. If you want new ideas for keywords, new ideas for content, if you want to find a second domain, go ask the brain. It's going to tell you, and it's been trained specifically on our system. And it's one of a kind. You can't get access to it anywhere else. So let's go back. And it looks like we're at 10 bonuses have been taken. So guys, this is limited to this webinar. 15 people. It looks like we have 5 left. So if you have any questions, figured we could go over questions now, Donathan, and see what questions people have who are on the fence, who have any confusion before they join Commission Conspiracy, and then we'll jump off of here. So first question I see is, does this work if I live, kind of work outside of the United States? And the answer to that is yes. So like we've proven our members live in Australia, United Kingdom, and we showed Daniel, he's in West Africa. So you can do this from anywhere. You can own a website from anywhere in the world. Aiden travels around the world with his girlfriend. And yeah, it works pretty much anywhere in the world. So we haven't really seen a location where this doesn't work because it's affiliate marketing. And that's really a dream lifestyle when you have affiliate marketing in your corner. Don, did you see any questions coming in the chat? I see people very excited about this.
Yeah, I see. How much money does it take to get started before I start making money? So that's a I love that question. We get it all the time. And what's cool about this is we've never done this before, but you're getting the site already done, right? So you're getting the initial thing already built for you, which normally would be a cost. So you don't have any cost on the front end. And the ways that we have created the training, especially with the tools that Jason has created with leveraging AI, you really can do a lot of stuff yourself that's in a fast way, right? So before, if you wanted to build the sites, you had 2 options. You either say, hey, I'm going to learn everything, all the processes myself, and I'm going to spend a lot of time to create the content, create the site, and things like that. Or you're going to say, I'm going to go and hire somebody to do all the things that I don't want to do. And now we've kind of tried to eliminate as much as possible where you're getting a site, you're getting your first 5 pieces of content, you're getting your site indexed, especially for the first 15 people. And so you don't really need any money to start, right? You just go through the training and you follow along with the process. You get the free site that we build for you, and you're up and running. And then if you decide, hey, I want to add more content, or I want to build the site out, we give you the tools and the process that you can go and do that relatively for no cost, especially leveraging AI. So that's a question we get often. And before in the past would be, hey, there's going to be a lot of hard work that you're going to have to do, or you're going to have to pay and hire somebody to do all this. And now it's cool that, we can do this for the first 15 people with no cost. And even people who don't get in on the first 15, we have options in there where you can do it for no money. And at a fast pace where before we didn't have that option.
Yep, Daniel actually took like the total free track. So you guys know, he, because of resources when he was starting, he didn't have money to spend. So he took the free track and just built everything free. So we do have that track in there for you guys. It's not some big cumbersome thing. It looks like 3 people left. I see a question about if we could show what you guys are getting. Sure, I'll go back to that slide. So here's a snapshot again of what you're getting in Commission Conspiracy. And again, overall, you getting access to our full system. Took us a decade to refine this system and get it up to where it is now, where it's this fast. We're going to build a site for you. If you're one of these, there's 3 left. If you're one of the 3 out of the 15 that are left, and we're going to give you access to software that's going to help you do a number of things that are very important. We showed you the process, but imagine software guiding you along and just helping you answer the question. You can tell it, if you want to be in the health niche, it'll help you find a domain, find keywords. We're giving you access to the software, how we get traffic very, very fast. But you can see right here on the screen everything you're getting. And yeah, we just really want you guys to have a website like this so that you can have a breakthrough vehicle as like Aiden, like Daniel, Chris, our students have, because it's really doable and it's any niche. So let's go back here and let's see if there's still, looks like another one of the bonuses just got taken. So there's 2 left. Great.
Is it hard to get approved for the affiliate programs is what I think they're talking about. So that's why we have the ladder. So in the course, we're going to give you access. We're going to tell you the affiliate programs that you should initially join as you're trying to work your way up that ladder. Ones that are easy to get in, and then as you kind of work your way down the ladder, they do get a little more difficult to get into. But if you're following the phases and you're following the steps that we give you, then as you're moving up the ladder, it gets easier and easier to get approved for the other affiliate program. So that's why it's very important that you follow our process and work your way up the ladder, because it will unlock the additional opportunities and the additional affiliate programs that come with you working your way up the ladder.
Yep. Looks like another person just joined and said, I'm in. Let us know if you're in the chat. 1 bonus left. I see a question about saturation. Like, that's a question I've seen before. Is this going to get saturated? What if everybody's doing this? That's interesting. What do you think about that, Jonathan? Because like we showed, I kind of look at it like it's a big blue ocean out there. I mean, it's like every niche is up for grabs with this. But what are your thoughts on saturation?
Yeah, it doesn't exist. I don't think it'll ever exist in the world of affiliate marketing, just because there's always new products coming out. There's always consumers that want to do research about those products, and there's always going to be someone looking for essentially a friend, right? And when people come to our websites, they're essentially looking for a friend to tell them, hey, it's okay to go ahead and make a purchase. And as long as that exists, right? Even if you think about your own life, and when you're going to make a purchase, whether it's a toaster, if it's a car, if it's a home, whatever it may be, we're looking for recommendations on who we should use, what we should buy, and that's always going to exist. And so as long as we can put ourselves in between the consumer and the business owner, and we can be in the middle, there's always going to be opportunity as an affiliate. And the value is just going up and up, because companies don't want to pay to try to have to hire marketing teams and to try to have to develop people and to try to figure out, how to get consumers to convert. And consumers are never going to have 100% trust in the businesses anyway. So they much rather have a third-party review to go to help them make that decision. So in terms of saturation, I don't believe there's ever going to be any saturation in this market, because there's just infinite products that you can promote, and there's just infinite opportunities that exist. And we see people that come in and they have the mindset of, I don't think I can make it, because there's so many people that are, maybe they're bigger entities or they're bigger companies, or they've been doing marketing longer than me, that come in. And what you see is, even in competitive niches like the gold space, we have students that were getting in that had never even done affiliate marketing that were able to make commissions from this, and they still make commissions from this. And that's a very competitive niche. So yep. It's if you follow our process, because we have kind of like the insider secrets, if you will, of us doing this for over a decade, it'll fast track you past a lot of the, I guess, saturation that maybe you think you see or that you think exists. because a lot of the people that are maybe trying to do stuff don't know how to do it or don't have access to the information that you'll have access to here in Commission Conspiracy 2.0.
You know, Jonathan, one of our students just shared a case study in 4 days, got a result. We're going to give you guys access to that as a bonus too. Just came in, and we're going to give everybody access to see that. So it's very, very fast, and it's cool how our students also send us stuff like that to show the results they're getting and share with other people that are just joining.
Yep.
See a question if our training will be live or if it's recorded. So it's actually both. So we have the full members area is already recorded. It's not drip fed. You get access to it all right away. And then the workshop over 6 months is actually live. So you get both. So we're actually going to be there live with you, and you get access to everything right away that's in the recorded area and the software and everything. So cool. I don't see any other questions, Donathan. Do you see anything that's popping out at you? I think we've covered everything on this call.
No, I think it's all. I think the only other question that I see is, will we have the ability to ask questions? Like, yeah, that's what our private group is for. We have a private group that you can ask questions anytime that you have something. We encourage people to ask questions, and we relatively get back to them pretty fast, usually within 24 hours, but a lot of times it's like within minutes, as long as Jason or myself are awake. And other members will help you as well that are a little further than you. But yeah, absolutely. We want people to ask questions. We don't want anybody getting stuck. We don't want anybody, being frustrated or being like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Or, they get to phase 1 and they're like, how do I get to phase 2? We're open community. We want to help you. We want to help you get to these phases as fast as possible. And it looks like the last bonus just got taken. So thank you to the first 15 people that got in. We'll give you the information you need to get those sites built so we can get those rolling for you guys, so you guys can get some momentum starting out in Commission Conspiracy 2.0.
Cool. I just wanted to say to get into Commission Conspiracy, this is really a dream come true for Jonathan and I, to see other people that are doing this too, and to use our system, and to even see these new members joining, excited, ready to build their websites and their digital asset future. Just get in, because we will not let you down. We've helped so many people get started from scratch, not even people that had experience before, people from all walks of life all over the world to do this. So I'm just pleased that we could be here today and share this with you guys. Jonathan, did you have any final words before we log off?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the energy. The chat's been lighting up the whole time. It seems like a lot of people are ready to hit that breakthrough. And it's a journey, but it's cool that you're on a journey with people that have done it, who have helped other people do it, and now can help you, give you a hand to pull you up that ladder as well. So I'm excited to see the new people in there. I'm excited to help you. I'm excited to help you guys blast and blow through these phases in this ladder, because it doesn't have to be a long period of time. Just commit to doing the process that we're going to show you, commit to learning, and commit to just being a part of the community, and you'll go through those phases relatively fast.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for having us, and thanks for everybody for watching today. This has been really, really fun to do. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Wow, guys, if I could just chime in for a minute here. And I'm talking to the audience now, like, do you see how massive this is? I mean, you can have a website making $500 a day in affiliate commissions and passive income, and it can be evergreen, meaning that you make this money all year long. Not to mention that you can flip this website or sell this website like a piece of real estate property for a big payday with a massive multiplier. Now, when you open up Google, right, you'll have that question in the back of your mind. I mean, just moving forward, anytime. The first time I learned about the strategy, that's what happened to me. I stopped looking at Google as a search engine. I started looking at Google as a way to make passive income. And when you go on and you wonder, like, you search for something and you click on a website, you wonder how much money is that website owner making? Well, you could either be wondering that, or you can just join these people and become one of those lucky website owners who's raking in commissions like crazy. So now you have the chance to own one of these commission grabbing websites and start making passive income. So Jason and Donton will also build the website for you, right? So it's just a no-brainer for you guys to get into into this opportunity. It's a massive opportunity. Again, I've been watching them. I've been in touch with them. They're one of my, as a one of my closest friends online. I mean, me and Donnie, we pretty much text every single day, and every time I talk to him, every time I go into his Facebook group, like I see someone else making commissions. It's just crazy. It's just simply crazy. I mean, you guys should really consider getting involved in this. And as my bonus, as my way of saying, of being like, hey, I really mean that you should enroll in this, I would like to give you access to something that I call the MADS Academy. It's a step-by-step training program where I'm teaching you how to make commissions using Microsoft ads and affiliate marketing. Now, whether or not you use my affiliate marketing approach is not the primary thing here. You could, or you maybe just follow Donnie's because it's a little bit different, because I show how to use like ClickBank offers and such. But what's important is Microsoft ads can become a very cheap and consistent and passive source of income. Now, this is not search engine traffic. This is pay-per-click traffic. But Microsoft ads is low competition and low cost pay-per-click traffic, which you can be sending to these sites that Jason and Jonathan will build for you. Because Microsoft, believe it or not, has access to a large amount of traffic. In fact, Microsoft's network is roughly the size of two populations of United States of America. So imagine having United States and another United States collectively. That's how much traffic there is on the Microsoft network, which is a lot. If you think about it, it's over 700 million users. And these users, go looking for stuff that you can promote. They put in stuff in the search. And what's really crazy is that Microsoft Ads has a very, very easy and low barrier to entry as far as pay-per-click advertising goes, and they don't have as many requirements as Google pay-per-click has. So you basically take the site as is, as Jason Dunton will build it for you, and then you just stick it into your Microsoft PPC. You throw in a $10 a day budget, and it will not only boost your commissions, but also boost you organically, because Google will recognize this traffic as if your site is gaining popularity. So there's other components to MADS Academy that you will receive. For example, you'll get access to what I call the CPA bootcamp, showing you how to make money with affiliate offers that don't require selling. There's a bunch of stuff there. I'm not going to go into detail to all of it. I'll just tell you that MADS Academy sells for $1,500, and I only open up enrollment every now and again. So I want to give it to you for free as a bonus. So when you enroll with Jason and Jonathan, you just, I'll just get your details from them, and I'll follow up with you. My team will follow up with you and give you access to the program so you can go through it, and you'll have lifetime access to it, which means you don't have to feel in a rush. So again, I just wanted to throw in this bonus just to show you that I really mean it when I say that I fully endorse Donnie and Jason. So Jason, Jonathan, thank you guys so much for doing this today.